Hi, I'm Sarah Borland, and this is my producer's podcast for advanced session recording at Full Sail University. I am doing my producer's podcast on Raphael Saadiq, who is also known as Charles Ray Wiggins. Elton John considers his music soul of the highest quality. He's a singer, songwriter, musician, producer, a classic soul man. He was born in Oakland, California, and in his neighborhood, everyone played instruments. All of his friends had instruments, he had instruments. His friends, family members were in bands, so music was all around him at a very young age. And he learned to play different instruments just hanging out with his friends. In his house, great music was being played. They had vinyl records that he would go to, like Chuck Berry, Sly and the Family Stone, Larry Graham, Al Green, Stevie Wonder. And he loved guitar records. He loved guitar musicians that played guitar. And so he listened to a lot of B.B. King, Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf. Some great roots of music at a very young age. And he played behind gospel groups when he was young, groups like Mighty Clouds of Joy, the Gospel Hummingbirds. And then when he was 18, literally right out of high school, he got his first job with Sheila E. He auditioned for her and literally went on tour at right out of high school with Prince and Sheila E. for the Parade Tour. Later, he was the frontman for the R&B group Tony, which were popular in the 90s, and also was in the group Lucy Pearl. He has produced records for artists like Joss Stone, A Tribe Called Quest, The Roots, Erykah Badu, TLC, John Legend, and those are just to name a few. He's worked with Jay-Z, Stevie Wonder, D'Angelo, and he's compared to Marvin Gaye, Sam Cooke, and David Ruffin of The Temptations. He's a very hard worker, and he's all about making quality music. He likes to keep an open mind and listen to all the music, all genres. And he says to know your surroundings and know good from bad and just put out quality product. He has a picture of James Brown and Jay Dilla on his console in his studio. He looks at those for motivation and inspiration. James Brown because he's the hardest working man in soul, and Jay Dilla because he's the hardest working man in hip hop. And so on those days when he's down and ready to quit, he looks to them for motivation and just keeps pushing and knows he has to keep going, keep working, keep working. He loves music and he knows what sounds good, and you can definitely tell it in all the music he's making and all the projects he's working on. I hope you've enjoyed this podcast and have learned a little bit more about Raphael Saadiq. Have a great day.